Hello, this is Akiko Sudano, StampinInTheMeadows.com from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And today I have a thankful for you card made with Stampin' Up! Pretty Pumpkins stamp bundle. And this is going to be a fairly simple card. And I really, I lost my thing there. Hold on a second. Okay, no, that's not it. Hold on a second. And it's a simple card, but I think that it's a pretty one. The thing with this card is that I'm using some specialty designer series papers, and so keeping it simple, but using some really special papers to make it extra nice. Hi, Amy. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Okay, let me go ahead. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that, remind everybody that we're still in celebration. It's going to run until the end of the month, and September's really going fast. So if there's some celebration items, then go ahead and do some shopping during celebration. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to start my card with a couple of pieces of the Harvest Meadows Designer Series paper. And this is the pretty piece with the that's so soft succulent, and I'm adhering that to the panel of of all of the leaves that is in crumb cake. So I think that's I'm just going to make kind of like a stripe across the middle and align this up to make sure that it's kind of straight here on the edge. There we go. Let's see here. That's like that, and that maybe can, and that, yeah. There, we're good. Okay, so I just adhered this to this, and I've taken that pretty fancy pumpkin die cut in the pretty pumpkins stamp set. You've got all of these gorgeous. Hi, Chi. Thank you so much for joining me. You've got all of these pretty pumpkin stamps, and then you've got these gorgeous sentiments. I just love this font and stuff, so those are really pretty. But then you've also got some wonderful dies. You've got dies that cut out all of these different images, and this one is really special. I like that pumpkin as well. But then you also have this die that cuts out this really, really fancy pumpkin, and I decided to cut this out from the rose gold metallic specialty paper, and this is a panel of it, and it's kind of like it's in a rose gold, and it's so this comes in rose gold and regular gold, and it's just got all these pretty striations and stuff, and so I cut this pumpkin out of it using that pumpkin die, and I think that that's really pretty. So I'm going to, when I cut this out with the die, using the die cutting thing, I remembered I was worried that this was going to be really, really skinny. So I put the adhesive sheet behind it, and I remembered to do that, so I was so pleased with myself. But I think also that after I did this, I realized, oh, these little berry things, they look like they would be big enough to put some like little tiny dots of liquid glue. So you could do, I think that this could be successfully done either way, because it kind of is a pain to pull all of these little pieces of the adhesive sheet backing off, because so I think you can do it either way. One of the things that I do note is that when I use the adhesive sheet backing, that sometimes it, especially with this specialty paper, it makes it a little it feels like it's a little thicker. And so, you know how you have to go run things back and forth like 2 or 3 times on your die cutting machine. I did do that to make sure that I got a good cut on this die, because it's an intricate die and it's really, really pretty. But I'm just going to lay it flat on the panel. So I felt like using the adhesive sheets would work out best. But then afterwards I said, yeah, I could do it either way with the adhesive sheets, but then these little pieces are big enough that you could adhere them with tiny dots of liquid glue without it being too messy. But I love this paper and stuff, and this paper is just so gorgeous on both sides. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put just a tiny little rose gold metallic frame around it as well. So I'm going to adhere this on, since it's pretty smooth. The nice thing about this is that it kind of looks kind of like a glitter paper. But it doesn't have any of the glitter on it, so it's pretty smooth. So you definitely don't need to worry about glitter coming off, and it's just really, really pretty. But I'm gonna use adhesive, multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere this to it, and check and see that my borders are fairly even. There we go. And then, so I've got lots of different sparkle there. And then I'm going to take this and adhere it to the front of a crumb cake card basin. This one is a top folding card basin. I'm going to do this with dimensional. So I have my little half dimensionals here, and I will pull these off and put it on the panel here. Kind of hope everybody's having a good day, having a good weekend. We are doing well too, but we're kind of busy. It's kind of a busy time of year. There we go. And clean all of these covers off. And we'll put that on. And this is going to, like I said, this is going to be a simple card, because I really want to just highlight that pretty pumpkin on the front. So I think everything is off there. Ooh, I guess I should have, well, that's all right. I'm going to camera's in the way here, so hopefully I'm fairly straight there. That's good enough. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to just put it right here, because I'm going to take this. This is the pretty soft succulent open weave ribbon, and I'm going to wrap that up, and I'm going to put a label here next to it. So I'm going to just have this go back and forth, and I think I've got some kind of a backing right here. Pull that out. There we go. Yes, good. And then just fold this over it a couple of times. Okay, there it is. There. And we'll cut this so that it goes up this way. Okay. So put our label right here. So let's go ahead and create our label. I'm going to just put this right here, so keep this in the picture here. Hi, Debbie from North Carolina. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if anybody else has jumped on that I haven't. Oh, Karen's on. Thank you, Karen. And Chris. Oh, and there's the other Karen. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh my goodness, you're at the racetrack, Karen. It's a busy day. Well, I hope that you have fun. Okay, let's see here. So now, what for the label? I'm taking the so thankful for you sentiment, and I'm going to stamp this on, make the label on crumb cake cardstock, and I'm going to emboss this label in copper embossing powder. So I've got my panel here, and I'm going to stamp it, ink it up with Versamark ink, and stamp it right here. And I've got my leaves, and I didn't put my leaves on my pumpkin yet. And I think I'm good there. And then I'll put some copper embossing powder on my stamped sentiment. Here, just cover it up. Shake it off good. Looks good. Looks fine. Okay, put this aside. And then pull out my heat tool and set it on number 2. And I'm going to heat this up. Heat this up until it's nice and shiny. I was really pleased with the way the copper embossing really shows up nicely on the crumb cake. Sometimes it looks a little funny when you put it on colored cardstock. It doesn't quite go out well, but this really came out really nicely. And the copper really looks good with the rose gold paper. I was pleased with that. So there's my sentiment. And then I'm going to cut it out with this little die. And this is from the Tasteful Labels dies. So I'm going to take this over to my die cutting machine. A double race. Oh my goodness, and it's hot and sunny where you are. Well, good luck with everything, and have fun. And it's cool here. I can really feel the fall coming. So I think I'm happy about that, but sad to see summer go. Cut this out with my die cutting machine. And that came out really nicely. And this, the Tasteful Labels dies are so wonderful because I think you can barely see a little bit of the embossing that it leaves around the edges, so that it makes it really nice. It's a really nice look. So I'll put this over my ribbon. I'm going to use these half dimensionals, and put this over my ribbon. I think I want to, I definitely want to put some on the side here so that I make sure that I'm catching the background as well, because a lot of this is going to go, the ribbon's going to go right through the center there. Maybe I should just put this way, I guess, to make sure I get the top and the bottom, and keep it focused on the sides. There we go. And pull off the covers. This is Labor Day weekend. I keep forgetting. So it's a nice long weekend. That's a great thing. All right, and then put this right here. Use this so that I can see this and keep it kind of straight. Overlapping the pumpkin a little bit is fine. And I think that looks good. So press that down. See how nicely the rose gold embossing powder looks with this this rose gold specialty paper. Okay, now I forgot to put on. I cut some in the pretty pumpkins and the dies. There's some really nice dies for cutting out pumpkin plant leaves, and I'm going to adhere those around the pumpkin with glue dots. So let me get those on here, and then just put that. I got one for here, and this one there's three different shape leaves, and the one looks a little stupid, so I just decided to use these two on the pumpkin here. Oh, we'll leave it up at the top. Tuck that little thing underneath there. There we go. And then I'm going to finish with some of these copper. I'm going to use the little ones, brushed copper dots. Actually, I think I can use some of the big ones too. I'm going to put 3 of them on here. One on the label there. Maybe up here, closer to the pumpkin, and then one down here. There. Okay, and I think that is everything for the front of the card. So, for the inside of the card, I've got a panel of basic white paper here, and one of the stamps is this pretty 3 pumpkin stamp. So I'm going to take this and stamp this one in soft succulent, and then I want to stamp off, so do this sideways so I can get everything on here, and I'm just going to stamp off here, and then stamp this kind of on the side here so that it's a little bit lighter. It's not that much lighter, but it's a little bit lighter. And then this says, "So thankful for you." And then I wanted to have a sentiment for the inside. And I saw, "You're the best." If you're going to say "so thankful for you" to somebody and you want to tell them you're taking an extra step, just say "you're the best." So that's why I found this sentiment, and I thought that would be perfect to use on the inside of the card here. So I'm going to stamp that one in crumb cake ink. And I'm going to just stamp it kind of on the side here. Try to get this lined up straight. Hopefully we're good. You're the best. And then I'll take another piece of this designer series paper and put that on the bottom. Let's go ahead and use a liquid glue for that. So just a simple stamped inside, and trim the end here And let's get some, here we go, our Stampin' seal, and put that on. So a little thank you card for the fall time. That's kind of a little fancy because of the fancy rose gold paper. And I want to move these stamps out of the way so that I don't get my front messed up when I go to pull this up to put my inside panel on. And that's it. Very simple. A little design on the inside with the sentiment and pumpkins on the outside saying you're so thankful for you. So this is my card for today. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend. It's a great weekend, so have a good time and take care. And next weekend, I'm going to be away, so I'm going to do my live on Saturday instead of on Sunday. So I'll see you then. Have a great week, and thank you again so much for joining me. Bye-bye.